Hey, what's up guys, Tactiholics here, hitting the range again with the Smith & Wesson M&P 9mm full size. And the review that we did a couple of weeks back, one of the things that I had said that I would certainly change on this gun and what is a great addition to any defensive handgun is a good set of night sights. So we're here to talk about night sights. Since giving this gun back to old Greg after we did the review of the gun, he has since put on TruGlo TFO sights on the top. You can see how the night sights are sitting up there. So what the TFOs are is actually a really cool sight system. It's one of my favorite night sight options, and there's a ton of great companies out there that make a variety of different night sights, but the reason I like these is because they're TFOs. TFO stands for tritium fiber optic. Let's check it out. So breaking down one of the most unique features of the TruGlo TFOs is the fact that the tritium and fiber optic rod are all incorporated in the same sight system. So if you look here, both the front and the rear sights have fiber optic rods that focus any ambient light, daylight, right back into your eye. I'm going to pull my flashlight out here, put it on the rear sight. If you can focus in on that, you see how those things glow. So using your gun for defensive purposes during the day or competitive purposes, something like that, you get all the benefits of the fiber optic rod focusing the ambient light back into your eye, making the sights stand out and very easy to pick up. Now inside the closed portion of the sight here, you're left with the tritium, which is just a straight standard issue night sight, if you will. So once the daylight becomes so low that the fiber optic rods can't pick up any ambient lighting for you, the tritium takes over and starts to focus the light and work as a standard issue night sight. One of my preferred reasons for running these on my guns is the fact that they work throughout the entire light spectrum. So bright sunlight all the way through dusk and kind of poor lighting conditions, all the way to zero light or very, very low light where the tritium takes over. Whereas you run something else on there like Trijicon night sights, I've run those in the past, they're very robust, worth their weight in gold, but they kind of fight because during the day you're going to have just a white painted circle essentially that really doesn't do anything during the day, and then you get to the very low light conditions where the sights are glowing at you, but there's kind of that intermediate lighting range where they don't do much of anything. It becomes a little bit challenging to pick up the sights. So the TruGlo TFOs work awesome through the entire light spectrum. Well, there you have it guys, a great night sight option is TruGlo TFOs. These are going to run you about $120 to $140 depending on where you go. These are green, straight green, front and rear. They also make a yellow-green combo if you want some contrast there. Some people really prefer that. Unfortunately, you can get red fiber optics, but no red tritium sight that I'm aware of. I wish you could get these in red and green for some significant contrast, but you can do straight yellow, straight green, and I believe that TruGlo might actually offer this in orange as well. But either way, you got some good options out there, very durable sights. I ran these on my M&P back in the day. My TAC Ops wears the TFO on the front of the gun. I bang my guns around, they get run real hard, and I've never broken the fiber optic rod. The tritium is good for something like 10 or 12 years for the green set. And great, rugged, all-around sights. Add them onto your gun, especially if it's a defensive handgun. You want something that not only works in daylight and low light, but through the whole spectrum. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time, and we never quit.